I don't even have to look at this. Kim Kurowski joins us. She is the 2024 SCV Woman of the Year, and I've known you for a long time. We won't say how long, a long time. But the deal is, this is well deserved. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here next to me, but it is well deserved. You've been volunteering and going like crazy, and helping out organizations. I know you always have. We just don't. You don't talk about it. Most people doing this stuff for the love of the city, they don't talk about it. They just do it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's my duty to help out and to give back since I was very honored to get that nomination, but I didn't do it for that reason. I just do it because I know it's needed in the community. The nonprofits do need the help, and I do a lot for them. Try to, anyways, in my balloon business.
Yeah, well, you do a lot for them. I mean, the funny thing about it is you just said it though. Most people that win these awards, that they're not. You didn't sit down 20 years ago and go, okay, I'm going to get that award. Here's how I'm going to do it. You just do what comes from the heart, and you get things done. And I think that's a big deal. What are some of the organizations you're involved with?
Well, definitely Soroptimist is close to my heart. I'm also involved with Chamber, with VIA. I do a lot of stuff for, let's see, a Taste of the Town, Child and Family Center, Single Mothers Outreach, FYI. My God, I know there's over 130
Do you sleep?
Yes, I do, but sometimes late because sometimes if I want to play, I got to pay. So if I'm blowing up at night because I went out during the evening, oh well. But it's worth it.
It is, and you do a great job because I know you do a lot of stuff for the districts, for the schools, who have you.
Yes.
Beautiful arrangements. I can't even conceive of some of the stuff you come up with, so it's very pretty.
Well, there's with Pinterest nowadays. I get pictures all the time of, can you do this? Can you do that? And so we try to accommodate the
great.
customer or whoever's calling.
Wait, so how did you know that you could do all these like balloon creations?
That's a good question.
Like that's like how does one get into balloon creations
Were you
and
sitting there one day
decoration?
blowing up balloons and just going, hey, you know what? I can make a dog out of this.
No, I don't do that. I don't do animal balloons. That's a whole nother segment.
Another
No.
art.
Yes, exactly. A lot of it is seeing it and then recreating it. So a lot of it is just visionary. You see it and then you know it. You can do something most of the time.
So a lot of people like they look at the same thing like an arrangement of bouquet for flowers. Why did you choose balloons as like the medium for that?
I actually, to start off, I used to work at a bank, and one of my customers was a party planner, and he wanted me to come work for him. I finally said, okay. I was getting older, and I figured, I had kids, I wanted to be home, so I changed jobs, and I went to work for him. He did some balloons, but I was running the shop, and he, I guess, got slow and laid me off. But in the meantime, I learned about the balloons, and I came up here and I kind of borrowed his idea about opening up a party store and putting balloons in and running ponies and clowns and all that kind of stuff. So I did that in '87.
Wow.
And I had the store till '94, till the earthquake. And after the earthquake, I went home-based, and I've been home-based ever since.
Well, you are an example to many young girls in the schools that, let me see, you're a mother, a business owner, a volunteer. You do, I mean, you're laughing. They can't see, but it's the truth. You're doing all the things to prove that, you know what, you're not limited. You're not limited at all. They talk about empowering young girls. It's not I don't think it's an empowering. I just think it's an example that you should let things get in your way,
That's
right?
what we do. That's so funny you should say that because that's what Soroptimist is all about, empowering women and girls and letting them know that there's a lot more out there for them. So we're in the high schools. We do a program called Dream It, Be It. We're in almost all the high schools up here in Santa Clarita, and that's exactly what we do. We try to empower them and let them know that there's a lot out there after you get out of school. You don't have to go directly to college, but there's a lot of things that you can do. Yep. Either you can do, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. My mind just went blank.
No, there's a lot of things you can do, and you're right.
Well,
You're not stuck by going, let me choose a college. I've been an advocate for that for years.
And we do give grants out also. That's another one of our programs. We give grants out to women going back to the workforce. Usually there's some kind of a domestic violence issue or family problems or death or whatever. So we encourage them. They apply. We raise funds, and then we turn around and give it back to the community. So that's dearest to my heart.
What was that you said earlier, Joe? Get involved? Yeah. Sounds
Get
like Kim is
involved,
very, very
get
involved.
informed. Yeah, but it's Kim. She's. I'm talking about you like you're not here, but you're a perfect example of you can get involved in a community like this. You can raise a family. You can be an entrepreneur. There's so much you can do. And it's an old term, but you set your mind to it. You lay your plan out, and people like you can encourage those young girls to.
Well, we try, and I try. And I always say when people ask me, how do you do it? It's like, it's all timing. It's all about timing, making sure that you can do everything as long as you time yourself, as long as you, and I know that is my main thing is, but I pride on myself on making sure I'm wherever I'm supposed to be, on time. So that's a big thing for me, to make sure I can be every place and do everything.
Wow. Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
be
that's a
over.
lot.
I told you I started backing off of things because I just was inundated with stuff to do. I felt like I wasn't even sleeping anymore, and you've kept. You keep going, and I'm looking and going, I don't know how she's doing this. No idea.
No.
But God bless you for doing what you're doing. I mean that sincerely. I mean, the example you set for the young ladies out there is great.
Well, thank you, Joe. It is my honor, like I said, to try to give back to the community that's helped me out for all these years. So, and I love Santa Clarita.
Yeah. And they do give back, and they do. We were talking about that earlier before you got here. I was saying, the one thing I loved about this community shortly after I got here, I was able to make the connections, not so I could get things, but I had talents and things I could do for the community. And they were welcoming, and they helped make it happen. And that's what makes this place great, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of us people around town that do that.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can keep that going. Look, I mean that sincerely. Keep it up, but take some time for yourself, too.
Rest
One of
is
these
important.
days I will.
Yeah.
I promise.
All right. Well, it could have gone to a greater person. I mean that sincerely. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you got recognized for the work that you do, and I'm sure in 10 years you'll be back here. You'll get it again.
No, it's a one-time deal. But I'm on the committee for life.
All right. Well, good luck to you. I mean, anyway, Kim Kurowski, the 2024 SCV Woman of the Year. God bless. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Joe. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.